Hey y'all, let's try for round two. So my internet was like doing something weird. I love technology. I just had to tell myself, I love technology. I'm praying before I got back on. I said a quick prayer, said, Lord, just help me get through this video. So we're going to do these two examples down here, the guided examples, and you have them in your book. You need your calculator if you don't have your calculator yet. So here we go. Determine the volume of each cylinder round to nearest tenth. Okay, so where's my thing? Round to nearest tenth. All right, so we have a cylinder, and again, I'm going to start with the volume formula is capital BH, base area times height. The base area, what is the base shape of a cylinder? Well, where I'm coloring in, I'm asking you to color that in on yours. That is a circle. So the base area is pi r squared. That's the area of a circle, and then you bring down your h times h. Now we just have to fill it in. For pi, we're going to estimate 3.14. Do the directions say to do that? Now I need to go back and look. Well, we are going to estimate using 3.14. And then the radius, in this example, the radius is 3. So 3 squared times the height is 1.8. And so this is the height because that's how high the cylinder is. And the height is always going to be the distance between the two parallel bases. The two circles are the base, and then you have the height. So I'm going to type that into my calculator. 3.14 times 9. I'm just going to go ahead and do 3 squared is 9 times 1.8. And I get 50.868. I hope you're doing this. So the volume, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I accidentally pressed something. So the volume is 50.9. And then I need my units, inches cubed. Oh. Okay, I'm working. I'm sorry. I'm recording a video. I'm sorry. I can't help you right now. What do you need?
I just finished the thing.
Okay. Okay. What do you want me to do? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. It needs to be units cubed because in that picture before where I showed you that we're stacking cubes, like that's really what volume is how many cubic inches or how many cubic centimeters can you fit inside a shape. Okay, so B, there's no picture, but they've given us the diameter. And so you remember a diameter is the whole length across a circle. So the radius would be half of it. So the radius is 6 millimeters, and then we have our height. So we're going to start with our formula. And this is what I expect. If we were in a classroom, I would tell you, you have to start with your formula every time or I would take points off. So then pi r squared times h, because the base area is a circle. Then we just plug our numbers in, 3.14 times 6 squared times 5. I plug those into my calculator, 3.14 times 6 squared is 36 times 5, and I get 565, round to nearest tenth, 0.2 millimeters cubed. And so that would be my volume for number 2. So again, the purpose of writing the formula is to help you memorize it for cylinders. Again, these are cylinders. There's a different formula for cones, a different formula for spheres, and yes, we'll get there. But for this lesson, we're just talking about cylinders. All right. So in your book, I'm going to save it. Go to the next page. At the top, it's just showing you a multi-step example. And again, it's already worked out there for you. I'm not going to sit here and read it to you. I am going to help you with C though, because I'm not going to just waste your time and mine by reading that one to you when you could read it. I need to have some extra space. So, okay. Oops, I'm in the way. The Roberts family uses a container shaped like a cylinder to recycle aluminum cans. Maybe it's a trash can shaped like a cylinder. It has a height of 4 feet and a diameter of 1.5. So the first thing I notice is the diameter. So if the diameter is 1.5 feet, then the radius would be half of that. So I think it's 0.75. 1.5 divided by 2, just double checking. All right, 0.75 feet. So that would be the radius. The container is full. how much do the contents weigh if the average weight is 37 ounces per cubic foot? And that's the key right here. I want you to circle per cubic foot. That means we need to find the volume first. It's asking us, if you know the volume, then how much will it weigh? So to find the volume, we are going to capital BH, pi r squared times h. Again, just like I said we would. 3.14 times 0.75 squared times, what's the height again? 4. So we type that into our calculator, 3.14 times 0.75 squared. Now, I don't know 75 squared, 0.75 squared, so I'm going to show you. I'm just typing in 0.75 squared times 4. And we get the volume 7.065 cubic feet. So the question's not asking us what is the volume. The question is asking us how much do the contents weigh if 37 ounces per cubic foot. So we would need to take 7.065 times 37 ounces. And then you would get your answer for how much it weighs. And you can type that into your calculator. Remember, let's round to nearest tenth. So the weight, it would weigh 261.4 ounces. Whoops, 261.4. However, this number right here, if you rounded that to 7.1 and then did times 37, 7.1 times 37, you would get 262. Whoa, for some reason I'm like, I don't know why. 262.7. 0.7. So I'm just showing you how if you keep it the number that came in your calculator, you get one answer. And if you round it too early, you get it's close. It's a little different. It's close. But these both would be considered correct answers as long as you would show your work. Show me where you got the volume and then show me where you multiplied it by 37. So again, this is a multi-step question. You got to find the volume and then you multiply it by the weight. All right, get that one down in your, and I think we have one more maybe. The next section said volume of a composite solid, and then it defines what composite is. It's just more like two or more, made up of more than one type of solid. And so the example they give you is a cube with a cylinder in it. And they work it out for you and they show you what to do. So go to the last page on the back, and we are going to do this top one together. I have no idea how long this video is. I have no idea if it is recording and if you can even hear me. So I'm just going with it. All right. The Service Club is building models of storage chests like the ones shown to donate to charity. Determine the volume of the chest to the nearest tenth. Okay, so this one is just straightforward a volume. However, we have the volume of the box, which is on the bottom. And now this shape is half a cylinder. I hope you see that this is not a full cylinder on top. We have the volume of half a cylinder. So that's where maybe it could trick you. Maybe it could get tricky. So the volume of a box, I have not taught you the volume of a rectangular prism because I know that was something that you were supposed to have learned in 7th grade. But if you've forgotten, it's length times width times height. And again, it's capital BH because the base area is a rectangle times the height. So the area of the box, the length, 25 times 50 times 30 high. And those are numbers that I don't want to multiply. 25 times 50 times 30. 37,500 cubic centimeters. Wow, so that's big. Now let's do the half cylinder. So a cylinder is going to be capital BH, pi r squared h, 3.14. The radius, okay? So what is the radius? So tell me what this length is right here. Anybody know that length? That is 25. So the diameter is 25. which means the radius is 12.5. So 12.5 squared, and then the height of the cylinder. This is how long the cylinder is. Be careful, the cylinder is not 30. The cylinder is 50 centimeters is the cylinder. Because if we took that cylinder and then we stood it up tall, it would be 50 centimeters. So that is the height of the cylinder. So I'm going to type that into my calculator. 3.14 times 12.5 squared times 50, and I get 24,531. I need to divide it by 2. I hope you know why I'm dividing it by 2, because this is only half a cylinder. So I'm going to divide that by 2, and I get the volume of the half cylinder is 12,265.625. Does it say rounds to nearest tenth? Okay, rounds to nearest tenth. So I need to add these two together. Whoops, easy peasy with my calculator. Plus where was that? 37,500. Oh, big number. So my total volume is 49,765 and 0.6 centimeters cubed. That is my volume for this. Now, if you have a calculator with the pi key, and now I'm going to try and show you. Whoops. All right, it's like on the calculator. It's the second function. You can use the pi key instead of typing in 3.14, but your answers will just be a little off. I just will use 3.14, and if I use the pi key, then I'll try to say I use the pi key. Our answers would be off like just maybe 1 or 2. So that is the last example I have for you, and we will practice this more in class. Now I've forgotten how to stop my video because, oh, here it is. Stop sharing.